Ron Van Dam is nothing more than a figment of your imagination. Your dark, twisted, apparently very, very grumpy imagination. You should probably get some help. You're listening to The Ron Van Dam Show on New England Broadcasting.
The following program is brought to you in living color.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Oh, no.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Hey, welcome to the program. It is the Ron Van Dam Show. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm the original Valley Boy. I grew up in New Jersey. I don't know if that makes any sense. Yeah, I grew up in New Jersey. I admit it. I admit that I grew up in New Jersey. I admit that I have Comcast. I'm admitting a lot of things that are not popular right now. I have a Twitter account and I don't know what to do with it. I don't understand it. I've really never gotten involved in social media except to promote this show. Beyond that, I don't know what it is. I think it's nice. I don't know. I don't understand other people, why they exist, or why I even have to deal with them. I'm kind of in the dark about everything. I was never visited by an alien in the middle of the night and probed by an alien that took me onto their spaceship. I don't know why I'm not good enough for something. Is that what it is? Okay, whatever. Welcome to the show. Oh my goodness, this is just so special. I don't know the last time that I felt so close to somebody because I never really did. So I don't know the last time. I am starting to feel, as I get older, and we all get older, I don't care who you are or what you look like, but we all get older, and there's no way to stop it. I've tried. I've pushed against the wall. I called Superman to fly around the globe in the opposite direction. Apparently there's no such thing as Superman. That's a fictional person. Now you tell me? God, I can't stop time from moving forward. So we all get older. I don't care if you're like 5 years old, you're going to be 6 soon. If you're 32, you're going to be 33. If you're 70, you're going to be 71, etc., etc., etc. And as we exist on this planet, we exist with other generations that either came before us or a little bit after us or whatever. So it's difficult for us to get along. All you can do is just sit there and go, I don't understand them, but I have to live amongst them. It's kind of like a zombie movie in that sense. In other senses, it has nothing to do with it. I had an epiphany. Again, can't spell it. Difficult to say, but I had one. It's like a kidney stone in a way. I was watching a television show called Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It's on ABC. It was a summer rerun, it was new shows, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel. I used to watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with Regis Philbin, who has since left this earth. He was the original host of the program. It's fun. They bring celebrities on the show, and the celebrities win money for their charities. I know secretly they say to themselves, I want to donate to the charity, but I'd rather keep the money myself and, have a good time. But they don't say that because they have to look really good. But anyway, that's not the point. So I'm watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and they have various celebrities on the show. Actually, I wasn't watching. I was reading the blurb there. The channel selection thing there, because I admitted that I had Comcast. Remember that? It's a channel guide thing. So it says, okay, who wants to be a millionaire? And these are the people that are in the hot seat. And here they are. One of them, I think I know who it is, but all the rest of the celebrities, I have no idea who they are. You probably do, depending on what generation you're in. I'm in a generation where these people did not exist and still don't to me. Now, the first person is Cal Penn. Cal Penn to me sounds like a college or something. Like, where do you go to school? I go to Cal Penn. Oh, that's a fine institution. Cal Penn is a comedian, I believe. I think that's who it is. I don't know for sure. Also the other contestants, celebrities, quote unquote, underlined celebrities, are Jamela Jamil, Jameela, last name Jamil. I have freaking no idea who this celebrity is. Are they sing, comedian? I don't know who this person is, but a celebrity. Gary Janetti. I've heard the name Gary before. Janetti, Janett. I have no idea who this person is. Probably on some type of a third-rate television sitcom. I have no idea. Brad Goreski, Goreski. I don't know who that is. I've never heard of that name before. This is a celebrity. Do you understand what I'm doing here? These are celebrities. They're popular people who are on television shows. Celebrities, underlined, headlined as celebrities, and I have no freaking idea who they are. Chloe Feynman. Sounds like she's working at the car dealership down the street. You should call Corey Feynman. They have a good deal on cars down at the Ford. I don't know who Corey Feynman is. I have no idea. Jillian Bell. It sounds like a condition. I don't know these people. And it made me feel and makes me feel, and I didn't watch the show, by the way, because why would I watch it? These aren't celebrities to me. I don't know who they are. It made me feel like I am not a part of the club anymore. I've been kicked out of the club, and they've moved on without me. And that's how I feel. I felt that way for a while when social media took hold with the Snatch Chat. Is that the way you say that? No? Oh, what is it? Snapchat. I don't know what that is. I don't know. TikTok. I've heard of it. I've seen TikToks are videos that are vertical and everything on the sides is blacked out. I don't understand why. If people are taking videos on their cell phone, why don't they turn the cell phone horizontally and then they can get a full picture? Why do they keep it vertical? And that way there's nothing on the sides of the screen. I don't know. I don't quite understand that mentality, and I still don't. All that has passed me by. I don't know. I don't know these things. I hired a social media manager who works with the show. She's one of the producers. We called her a producer just to, make her feel good about it, because don't pay her that much. And she's in charge of my social media crap. And to me, that's exactly what it is. Social media crap. It's something I have to do. It's like the phone book, the Yellow Pages. I'm sorry, kids, Generation W. Phone book. Phone numbers were in the book, and they also had Yellow Pages. And I could do a joke there, but I'm not going to. And these were businesses, and they would advertise, and you paid money to advertise in the phone book, because every household had a phone book, every single freaking household, and they would go to it on a regular basis. Now phone books do not exist anymore. That's totally gone. It's weird. I am a little bit older than you. I'm now 27. All right, 30. All right, 32. All right, maybe 36. Okay, 40. Okay, 45. It can go on from there, but let's just stop right there, okay? Let's just leave it alone. I'm not in the oldest generation, although I'm on my way. I'm kind of, I'm not in the youngest one, that's for damn sure, because I know who these celebrities were on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I don't know these people. I've never seen them. I've never seen their shows. And now with all the streaming apps, which is like beyond me, now with the streaming apps, I can't watch every show. I would have to pay money for every single streaming app and like $3 million a month or something. So I can't watch everything. When I watch the Emmy Awards, all those things, the Academy Awards, all those award shows, I don't really watch them. I watch the monologues in the beginning because they're funny. Beyond that, I don't know who these people are anymore. I just don't know. And if I do know who they are, then they are dead. They have already died. It's very, very strange. It's a very strange point in life. And I know that many of you listening to this show feel the same way that I do, and many of you don't. And if you're too young and you know the celebrities that I don't know, you don't know the celebrities that I do know. Generation gaps are incredible. Do you ever talk to a younger person, like in their teens or something? Yeah, there's still people like that. And you can have a conversation about something, and then all of a sudden you realize, I don't know who you are. You're so much not in my generation. I can't really go beyond this conversation that we're having now about tuna fish. We can talk about tuna fish. I've had tuna fish before. Do you ever have tuna fish? Yeah, you have too, right? You throw the cans in the garbage right away, right? Because they stink so much? I know, I do too. I put them in a little a bag and I tie it up so I can't smell the empty tuna fish cans. Do you do that? Yeah, I do that too. Any generation can talk about tuna fish. Why did I choose tuna fish? I have no idea, but it's universal. People from other countries know what tuna fish is. Some people put mayonnaise on it. Oh, we can discuss that all day and all night. But when it comes to talking about celebrities that we know or experiences that we've had, it's so different, so different. Someone's going to look at the other one and say, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Not directly, you say it in a polite fashion like, yeah, I know, You say it like that, but you don't know. You don't know. And then eventually say, hey, you do want to talk more about tuna fish? That was fun. It's true. I'm starting to feel like I'm not a member of the club anymore, and that the club has been taken over by other people and they've pushed me out. They sent me into retirement, mental retirement. Do you feel the same way I do? No? Then what have I been doing here for 13 minutes? Oh my God. It's an interesting thing. You just have to accept things. I'm in the age now where I must accept things. There were 2 times in my life that I had to just accept it, Ron. Just accept it. And that was as a child. I didn't know what my parents were doing. I was new in the world. I was learning things, how to exist, what's going on here. This is life. Okay, I've got to figure it out. But in the meantime, I just got to accept things. They know more than I do. The older people know more than I do. My teachers know more than I do. My parents know more than I do, although that was not the case, obviously, eventually. But okay, fine. You're young, you're taken care of, you're coddled, you don't know what the hell's going on. You'd be destroyed if you didn't have people taking care of you. And then there's the middle-age thing where you are the focus. You are, if you're a male or female, and there are variations on that too, I say between the ages of 22 and 45, you are the focus, man. You are the focus. You are the focus. It's like a pair of reading glasses. You are the focus. Before that and after that, just accept it and go along with it. It's not your thing anymore. It's not yours anymore. Now, you can live in your own world and be very successful And also, get along with people of your own age group, your own generation. We call them generations now. We don't call them age groups anymore. They're generations. And I don't even know the names of the generations. There's Generation X, which is, I guess, is everybody with Twitter. I don't know what that X means. It's a horrible, I'm Generation X. Well, like I've been X'd out. That's the symbol for poison, isn't it? Like, don't go in there. Don't touch that, X. Generation P. I'm in that generation. Oh, I get it. I pee all the time. Then there's the baby boomers. Here's a baby. Boom. Yeah. Baby boomers. And then there's Generation W and Generation C and Generation Millennials. There's Millennials. Sounds like they're from another planet, doesn't it? The Millennials are attacking. Please send up the arm. Send up the Space Force. The Millennials are here. There's all kinds of names and words for them, but we're all the same, but we're incredibly different, and we are bunched into these age groups, and rightfully so, because we don't understand the other groups. We just don't. Let's face it. We accept them, but we're not in them anymore. Oh, we all eat tuna fish, but that's about it. Beyond that, it changes, and you're all in the same boat. I don't care if you're in a boat right now, you're going to be going to the other boat, and you can't stop it. I've always said, it's a blessing to get older because what's the alternative? You didn't make it that far? No, be happy with what you got. And I've talked about this before, and I won't do it again, I swear, but I probably will. Birthdays. When you're a kid, they celebrate birthdays. You don't even plan the party at your parents or something. And birthdays are fun. You have cake. You play games. It's a good time. Then young adulthood, birthdays, that's pretty much fun too. You can go crazy and drink and all that kind of crap and do shots. That's what birthdays are when you're middle-aged, when you're a young adult. It involves alcohol, and that's pretty much it. And doing things that you shouldn't be doing, but it's my birthday. And then you get a little bit older, and the physical part of life of your body starts taking over, and you don't want to talk about age anymore. How old are you? I don't even want to tell you. I don't even want to talk about it. Age is just a thing. Age is just a number. Okay, here we go. If age is just a number, okay, here we go. Age is how many pills you take on a daily basis to stay healthy. That's what age is. You can count the rings on the tree. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know who celebrities are on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or Family Feud or any of those shows. I don't know those people anymore. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, my guest will be joining us. One thing that we all seem to do is take little vacations. But it's not as easy as it sounds. Yeah, you'll find out right after this.
Have you been injured in an auto accident or on the job? Do you want to make sure that you get the best possible settlement when you go to court? Then you need to call me, Attorney Jack Barnes, from the law offices of Barnes & Barnes. For over 10 years, I've been getting my clients the best possible settlements, and often more than they actually deserve, based solely on the sound of my voice. Judges and juries want to get me out of the courtroom as fast as possible. That's why they're ready to settle when they're dealing with Jack Barnes from the law offices of Barnes & Barnes. Call today for a free consultation. 1-800-257-2525. That's 1-800-257-2525. Call today. You can't lose with Jack Barnes.
Van Darden joins us now. He's Director of Media Relations for Talker Research. We're not related, by the way. My name is Ron Van Dam, so we have the Van in common here. Okay. We're bonding is what we're doing. Okay. This is interesting. I always find it interesting to look at different generations and different, times in our history and how they differ and how they grow, or not the case the other way. And we're talking about travel here. This is interesting because you would assume that because of the economy, interest rates, all that kind of stuff, that people aren't traveling as much. But Talker Research has got some interesting information. What do you have?
Yeah, so Talker Research put together our 2025 travel trends report. We were really interested in looking at how Americans are traveling and how travel is tied to every facet of people's lives. Like you said, the economy and finances is certainly a part of it. We found some interesting data and some interesting research as it relates to travel and mental health. And then, of course, we just wanted to see kind of by the numbers what people are doing and how much they're traveling, where they're going, what they're interested in doing on the trips. And then, of course, social media plays a big part in all of this, too. And we wanted to look at that. So we have three big takeaways that we really found for this year's travel trends report. Just by the numbers right off the top, the average traveler takes 2.5 trips a year and spends $3,500 annually. And that's just on domestic travel. That's not including luxury or international travel.
Yeah. With the price of things, that's really not a lot of money spent, really.
It isn't, but when you think of travel as being something that you do on top of everything else, the fact that people are able to put that money aside and take these trips is notable. Our second big finding is that travel can equal better mental health, and that was really surprising to us. Everybody likes to travel, or at least a lot of people like to travel, but people in our survey reported feeling 67% better mentally after a trip.
I get that.
And 40%, and 40% with excellent mental health said that travel is a huge part of life versus just 12% with poor mental health said that travel was a part of that.
Yeah, it achieves two things. It's something to look forward to, which is mentally exhilarating and joyful, but also you actually do get away from things, and you need to get away.
That's right.
Especially these days, yes.
That's right. Yeah, but what? The other thing we found is that just because people are getting away, it doesn't mean that they're putting their phones down. And that's another of the takeaways that we really pulled out of this big trend report. Technology, social media feeds into both people's inspiration for where they're getting their travel. YouTube, of course, is people's number one overall choice. Gen Z and TikTok, millennials are embracing AI tools. But then also there's the pressure, of course. We all know social media adds to that pressure of everyday life. And one of the things that we found is that 1 in 3 people feel the pressure to post things on social media related to travel. If you've heard of the do it for the gram mindset, that's where that comes into play. The pressure to post on social media as it relates to travel. So just because you're getting away doesn't mean you're getting away from your phone.
Yeah, I know. To me, that's the downside. But see, I'm not of the recent generation. I go back to the baby boomer thing, and we're a whole different mindset. There is a difference, isn't there?
There is, and because, since you mentioned it, we found that only 15% of boomers feel the pressure to post their vacation content on social media. For a generation that grew up with their parents' slideshows when they would come back from vacation, I thought that would be a little bit higher, that the slide parties, but 39% of everybody feels the pressure to post vacation content. Of course, that number jumps higher the younger you are. Gen Z and millennials, 55 and 51%. But again, boomers, just at 15%, they feel that pressure.
That's funny. I remember sitting through slideshows that would take hours, and I'd have to appear interested. But now,
well, maybe that's
now they just flip.
Maybe that's why you turned.
Yeah, go on.
No, maybe that's why you turned away from it generationally. As you said, you didn't want to subject your peers to that same excruciating feeling. Yeah,
no kidding. Yeah. Now,
another generational divide that we found was that millennials are the most travel hungry of all the generations. They average 4.2 international trips in their lifetime, which may not sound like a lot overall, but 44% of boomers have never traveled abroad. We found that pretty interesting as well.
It's funny. I mean, you're out of New York, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I know people who live in Brooklyn who are in their early 20s, and they go to the city maybe once every 6 months. I don't understand that, but you know.
Well, you have one of the America's greatest playgrounds in your backyard. I can't imagine why you wouldn't.
No kidding.
On the other hand, I know plenty of people who have never traveled outside of their own state, much less internationally. So that 4.2 international trips on average for millennials is quite a bit higher than some of the other generations.
Yeah. Wow. Why does your company do reports like this?
Yeah, that's a great question. Pulling off a report of this scale and magnitude is definitely a big lift, but it's one of the most exciting things that we do at Talker Research.
Mm-hmm.
What makes our process really special is the scale and the flexibility of the data that we can tap into. So we look at whether it's travel or almost any other topic, we can look at age differences, regional differences, even differences between states. And then importantly, and for a project like this, we can look at trends over time.
Mm-hmm.
And so what that's designed to do is look for these unexpected insights. Again, these surprising takeaways. Some of this we do expect the younger generations embracing social media, et cetera. So those unexpected insights are always fun to pull out. The future planning, though, and the ability to plan for the future strategically for companies is another big reason why we do these huge reports. Helps companies with their thought leadership within their sector, strategic decisions, can spot emerging trends. Again, this kind of emergence of AI as it relates to travel planning. I mean, I can't imagine, even though I am a millennial, I can't imagine going to ChatGPT and saying, plan me a vacation.
Right.
For me, that kind of takes the fun out of it. But, a lot of people are embracing that, and that was an interesting takeaway. And really what it is, these large reports, a lot of interesting data, a lot of interesting takeaways are vital for staying relevant in a fast-changing world. Again, a couple years ago, Ron, we never would have been talking about AI and ChatGPT as it relates to travel.
Mm-hmm.
Social media 10 years ago, 15 years ago, never would have talked about that with the same intensity and prevalence in data like this.
The more knowledge you have, the better off you are. So that's pretty much what you
right.
do there. Yeah. Okay, where can we go for more information about all of this and even then some?
talkerresearch.com/travel. So you can see the top 10 bucket list experiences people are looking for. What's the most desired trip right now? Ron, if you could take a trip anywhere, where would you go?
Oh, God. Actually, it's been a while to the bathroom, actually, but I don't think that's what you're talking about.
That's not on the list. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's leave it at that.
Okay. talkerresearch.com/travel.
Perfect. Okay, that'll do it for me today. I think I want to go on a vacation, but I don't know where, and I don't know why, and I don't know how I'm going to afford it. But doesn't matter, because I'm going to do what the survey tells me to do, right? I'll tell you something. Hey, whatever generation you're a part of, enjoy. I'll be back again the next time a weekday rolls around, which could be rather soon, but until that time arrives, I wish you peace.